Next tonight, domestic abuse charities say the pandemic has prompted a surge in calls for help. Support groups in Nottinghamshire say lockdown has trapped many women with abusive partners. Well, today they've joined forces to ask for more help from the government. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
Broken, trapped and terrified, stuck at home with an abuser with no excuse to leave. One Nottingham charity says calls have risen by 58% during lockdown.
Refuges are full, there aren't enough refuge spaces anyway. I can only describe the situation that some of the women are in as house arrest. We often get calls from women who are hiding in the bathroom and trying to make a call and trying to get some help.
Domestic abuse charities are also speaking to children in local parks. They're worried that youngsters who aren't at school can't talk to a teacher and can't ask for help on the phone while they're at home.
We don't know who's in that house, so we don't know if the perpetrator is in the home. We don't know if mum is in the home, the children and young people, and we don't know what information they can share with us that's confidential.
Today, charities here in Nottinghamshire joined forces to ask for more help. Support staff working from home, we heard, are overwhelmed, isolated, and sometimes so traumatised by what they're hearing that they need to ask for counselling.
Survivors who are coming forward with much more complex needs, haven't experienced much greater trauma, and so we need to be able to support those individuals on a long-term basis. And at the moment, the funding that's being provided by government does not allow us to do that.
Nottinghamshire has received an extra £1 million to tackle domestic abuse, and a plea today for support workers to get priority vaccinations.
When we start to come out of the pandemic, that's going to be our busiest time because that's when survivors will be able to move, they'll be able to access services. So just as everyone else is relaxing, we've got to kind of gear up for an incredibly busy time. And that's asking an awful lot of our staff who are exhausted.
Exhausted, but a lifeline for women, children and some men too, whose homes feel like prisons during lockdown. Jeremy Ball, BBC's Midlands Today.